It was a rainy afternoon. The sky was gray and the sound of raindrops filled the room. Leo was sitting on the floor of his bedroom, surrounded by tools, wires, and small pieces of metal. Where is the screwdriver?" he asked himself, looking around. He picked up a shiny blue piece. "This looks important," he smiled. Leo was building something very special, something he had dreamed about for a long time. Then, ding dong, the doorbell rang. Leo ran to the door and opened it. There it was, a big box. A really big box. "Finally!" Leo shouted. "It's here!" He dragged the box into his room. It was heavy and covered in tape. He read the label out loud. Model XR17. Voice Learning Robot. Name BIP. Leo's eyes lit up. "Bip, that's your name." Leo carefully opened the box. Inside were pieces, buttons, and a small screen with eyes. "Let's put you together, Bip," Leo said. He connected wires, screwed in arms, and placed a glowing light on the chest. Through a few minutes, he pressed a green button on the back of the robot's head. Beep beep. Zap. The robot's eyes blinked open. It made a soft buzzing sound and looked around. "Hello," Leo said, waving. The robot blinked again. It raised its metal hand and spoke in a slow, robotic voice. "Hello. I am Bip." Leo laughed. "You sound funny, Bip. But we'll fix that. Don't worry." Bip turned his head, looked around, and pointed at a book. "What is this?" Leo grinned. "That's a good question, Bip. I'll teach you." And that's how their adventure began. Leo sat cross-legged on the floor, looking at Bip with excitement. The robot moved its head slowly, scanning the room. Leo smiled. "Let's try again. Say hello." Bip's head twitched slightly. "Hello." Leo clapped. "Great. Again, hello." "Hello," Bip said, a little faster this time. Leo nodded. "Yes, that's it." He pointed to himself. "I'm Leo." "Say hello, Leo." Bip paused for a second. Then, "Hello, Leo." Leo laughed. "You're learning fast." Bip tilted his head. "I learn fast." Leo raised his eyebrows. "Wow, you do learn fast." The robot looked at Leo and said, "I am." Bip. "You are." Leo. Leo's eyes lit up. "That's perfect. Let's do it again." They repeated the words together, slowly and clearly. "Hello. Hello, Leo." "Hello, Bip. I am Leo." "I am Bip." Leo grabbed a small notebook and wrote down the words. "These are your first English words, Bip," he said. "Let's keep learning." Bip's screen showed a soft blue glow. He seemed happy. "Hello, Leo," Bip repeated. "I am Bip. I learn fast." Leo nodded. "Yes, that's how we talk. That's how we connect." Sighed. The rain kept falling, but the room felt warm and bright with energy. Bip looked around and pointed to a pillow. "What is this?" Leo smiled. "We'll get there soon. First, let's practice greetings." They said the words again, now with small gestures. Leo waved. "Hello." Bip waved. "Hello." Leo pointed to himself. "I am Leo." Bip pointed to himself. "I am Bip." Leo laughed. "You're amazing, Bip." Bip blinked. "Amazing, Bip." Leo chuckled. "Close enough." The learning had just begun. The next morning, Leo woke up early. He stretched, yawned, and looked at Bip, who was sitting quietly in the corner. "Good morning, Bip," Leo said cheerfully. Bip turned his head. "Good morning, Leo." Leo clapped. "Very good. Ready to learn more English today?" "Yes," Bip replied. "I am ready." Leo walked over to his bookshelf. He picked up an object. Bip, look. This is a book. Say it with me. This is a book. Bip looked closely. This is a book. Leo smiled. Great job. Let's try another one. He held up a pencil. This is a pencil. Bip repeated. This is a pencil. Leo continued pointing at things around the room. This is a chair. This is a lamp. This is a notebook. Bip copied each phrase one by one. Leo paused. Let's try them all again. They repeated together. This is a book. This is a pencil. This is a chair. This is a lamp. This is a notebook. Leo took a small box and placed the objects inside, one at a time. As he did, he asked, "What is this?" Then he answered himself. This is a pencil. This is a book. This is a notebook. Bip watched closely, then tried it on his own. He picked up the book and said, "This is a book." Then the lamp. This is a lamp. Then the chair. This is a chair. Leo beamed. You're doing so well. He made a mini game. He held up two objects and asked, Bip, what is this? Bip answered, This is a pencil. Leo asked again, And this? Bip replied, This is a notebook. Leo added gestures to help. He pointed with his finger, smiled, and nodded when Bip was correct. Remember, Leo said, this is plus the object. Easy, right? Easy, Bip said. This is easy. Leo laughed. Let's see if you still say that when I ask you the questions. And with that, they moved to the next activity, with Bip in the driver's seat. Leo sat on the floor and placed 5 small objects in front of Bip. A pencil, a spoon, a sock, a toy car, and a cup. Okay, Bip, he said, smiling. Now it's your turn. Ask me the question. Bip blinked and tilted his head. What is this? Leo picked up the pencil. This is a pencil. Bip tried again, pointing to the spoon. What is this? Leo replied. This is a spoon. They continued. Bip, what is this? Leo, this is a sock. Bip, what is this? Leo, this is a toy car. Bip, what is this? Leo, this is a cup. For each answer, Leo encouraged the viewer. Say it with us. Repeat, this is a cup. Good. Bip repeated the answers slowly. This is a pencil. This is a spoon. This is a sock. Leo gave Bip a small pointer. Now you ask the question and I'll answer. Bip pointed to the notebook. What is this? Leo answered clearly. This is a notebook. Next, Bip pointed to the lamp. What is this? Leo responded, This is a lamp. Then Leo turned to the camera and said, Your turn. I'll ask and you answer. He held up a cup. What is this? Pause for answer. Yes. This is a cup. He held up the sock. What is this? Pause. Great. This is a sock. Bip clapped his hands. Learning is fun. Leo laughed. Yes, it is. They repeated the pattern together. What is this? This is a pencil. What is this? This is a spoon. Leo looked at Bip. You're asking great questions. Bip smiled. I ask good questions. Leo nodded. Yes, you do. Let's play one more game in the next round. Bip stood up, ready. Let's go. Leo drew a big smiley face on a whiteboard and wrote 2 sentences below it. What is this? This is a... He turned to Bip. Ready for a practice game? Ready, Bip replied. Leo pointed to the whiteboard. We'll ask and answer. You go first. Bip picked up a small orange ball. He looked at Leo. What is this? Leo smiled. This is a ball. Bip nodded. This is a ball. Perfect, said Leo. Now me. He grabbed a spoon and asked, "What is this?" Bip answered, "This is a spoon." Leo clapped. Yes, let's do more. They kept going. Leo, what is this? Bip, this is a sock. Bip, what is this? Leo, this is a notebook. Then Leo turned to the camera. Now it's your turn. He held up an object. What is this? Pause. Yes, this is a pencil. Another object. What is this? Pause. Correct. This is a cup. Bip joined in. You are learning. Leo grinned. Let's do some quick practice. Repeat after me. He said each phrase slowly, giving time for the viewer to repeat. What is this? This is a spoon. What is this? This is a chair. Then Bip added his own mini challenge. I point, you say. He pointed to the lamp. Pause. Leo said, say it with us. This is a lamp. They continued with 3 more items, encouraging the viewer to repeat and participate. Leo turned to Bip. That was fun. Bip nodded. Learning is fun. Leo looked into the camera. We're just getting started. But first, Bip tilted his head. Snack time. Leo laughed. Yes, even robots need a break. The next day, Leo woke up early, full of energy. He walked into the room where Bip was already waiting. The robot's eyes blinked and his screen showed a bright blue color. Good morning, Bip, Leo said, smiling. Good morning, Leo, Bip replied, almost excitedly. Leo grinned. Are you ready for some new words today? Bip nodded. I am ready. Leo picked up a small green ball and held it in front of Bip. What is this? Bip looked carefully, then said, This is a ball. Leo laughed. Great. You're learning so fast, Bip. Bip tilted his head. I learn fast? Yes. Leo cheered. You learn very fast. Next, Leo held up a red cup. What is this? Bip answered confidently. This is a cup. Leo smiled. You didn't even need to think. You're getting so good at this. Bip looked down at his own hands. I am fast. Leo nodded. Yes, you are. Let's keep going. Leo placed several objects in front of Bip. There were a book, a pencil, a chair, and a spoon. Let's practice. What is this? Leo asked, pointing to the book. Bip answered, This is a book. And this? Leo asked, pointing to the pencil. Bip replied, This is a pencil. Leo continued, What is this? Pointing to the chair. Bip, this is a chair. What is this? Pointing to the spoon. Bip, this is a spoon. Leo gave Bip a thumbs up. You're doing amazing. Bip smiled. I learn fast. Leo nodded proudly. You really do. Let's try something new. He picked up a small toy car. Bip, can you say, this is a toy car? Bip paused and then said carefully, This is a toy car. Leo clapped. Yes, Bip. You did it. Leo looked at the camera. See how quickly Bip learns? He's getting better every day. Next time, Leo said, we'll practice more words, more questions. Let's keep learning. Leo clapped his hands. Okay, Bip. It's time for a big review. Bip turned his head and smiled. Review? What is review? Leo laughed. Review means we go over everything we've learned so far. Ready? I am ready. Bip answered quickly. Great, Leo said. He pointed to a chair. What is this? Bip smiled and answered, This is a chair. Perfect. Leo cheered. Now, what is this? He pointed to a pencil. Bip quickly said, This is a pencil. Leo gave Bip a thumbs up. You're getting so fast. What is this? He pointed to a book. This is a book, Bip answered confidently. Leo nodded. Exactly. And what is this? He pointed to the spoon. Bip looked at the spoon and said, This is a spoon. Wonderful. Leo shouted. You're doing amazing, Bip. Now let's try something fun. Ready? Yes, Bip answered, excited. Leo grabbed a big box filled with toys. Let's play a game, Bip. I'll give you the objects and you ask me, what is this? Bip tilted his head. What is this? Leo held up a red ball. This is a ball, he said. Bip smiled and repeated, This is a ball. Leo kept going, giving Bip different objects from the box. A cup, a spoon, a toy car. After each one, Bip asked, What is this? And Leo answered. Finally, Leo turned to the camera. Now it's your turn. What is this? Pause for answer. Leo held up the cup. This is a cup. Pause. What is this? Pause. Yes, this is a spoon. Bip turned to Leo. I learn fast, Leo. Leo grinned. Yes, you do, Bip. You're a great learner. Leo stood up and clapped. Let's celebrate. You learned so many new words and questions. You did it. Bip raised his arms in the air. I did it. I learned a lot. Leo smiled and said to the camera, Great job, everyone. You all learned a lot today. Keep practicing and you'll get even better. Bip turned to Leo and asked, What's next? Leo laughed. Well, Bip, next we keep learning together. The sun was setting outside, and Leo looked at Bip, who was sitting on the floor, quietly blinking. Wow, Bip, Leo said, smiling. You've learned so much. We practiced a lot of words today, didn't we? Bip nodded. Yes, I learned many words. Leo gave Bip a thumbs up. You did amazing. I'm so proud of you. Bip tilted his head. What is amazing? Leo laughed. Amazing means you did something really great, something special. And you did that, Bip. Bip smiled, his screen glowing. I did something special. Yes, you did, Leo said, pointing to the camera. And you did something special too, everyone. You learned a lot today. Leo sat down next to Bip. But now it's time to say goodbye for today. Bip looked at Leo with wide eyes. Goodbye? Where are we going? Leo chuckled. We're not going anywhere, Bip. We're just going to rest for now. But we'll see each other again soon. Leo turned to the camera and spoke to the viewers. Thank you so much for learning with us today. You did a great job and Bip did too. Remember, practice makes you better. Keep using the words you learned. Keep asking, what is this? And saying, you're on the right track. Bip nodded, you are, right track. Leo smiled at Bip. Exactly. Keep going, everyone. The more you practice, the easier it gets. Leo turned back to the camera. And remember, we'll be back soon with more fun lessons. We'll learn more words and have more games to play. So don't forget to come back and learn with us. Bip smiled. See you soon. Leo waved. See you next time. Bye, everyone. Bip waved too. Goodbye. Leo and Bip waved one last time as the screen faded to black, ending the lesson with a warm feeling of accomplishment.